Number one, experience. When hiring a professional photographer or videographer, it is so important to make sure that they are seasoned in this kind of situation. And the only way to really do that is to make sure that they have longevity in the industry. And not everybody can have been doing this for this many or that many years. People have to start somewhere. However, you want to make sure that this is not a curveball that if they're thrown, they're going to not be able to hit it out of the park. We want to make sure as professionals that you get the greatest photo and video content possible, and so experience and seasoning is really going to help that. So when making sure that you are looking for the right team to be in your corner, don't just look at it based on the dollar sign, because I know you may not want to hear this, but it's true, so I'm going to say it. Sometimes cutting costs on a wedding photographer and videographer is also cutting the experience that you are going to get, because the lack of seasoning and the lack of experience could lead to a situation like this where they do not really know how to navigate it, and it might affect your photo and video content. And that is not something you want to do. Like, out of all the things that you pay for in your wedding day, it is the only thing you keep. So please make sure that if you're trying to cut costs, find other ways to make that happen. Like, for instance, your wedding gown. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. So make sure that you choose the right one. However, you are probably never going to wear it again. My wife looks stunning in hers, but we've been married for 10 years now, and I have not seen that dress since the wedding day. It's somewhere in a closet in the Northwest, in some family members, either closet or attic, but I've never seen it. So you don't want to cut too much cost there, because obviously you want it to make you feel good on your wedding day. You want to express yourself through it. It's going to be in all your photo and video, but you can cut cost a little bit there. The best place to cut cost, as much as we all love delicious food, is in the meals that you provide to your guests. The guests are really not going to think any lesser of you if they have a little bit less costly meal. And if you think about it, the meal is going to be discarded in houses and airports and whatever all across the country and the world within that next week. So that's something you can certainly cut costs on. So if you want to make sure that you have great photo and video content to remember your day by, do not cut corners when it comes to the experience. Second, build a relationship with your photographer and videographer. If I'm honest, wedding photography and videography is super weird. Like, no other time can you get out of a shower and there be either a guy or a woman or both with photo and video cameras capturing the rest of your day, and that they will awkwardly tell you a little bit later to passionately make out. At any other point in time, that would be super, super creepy if some dude was holding a camera in his hand and saying, "All right, guys, now it's time to make out." It's very, very weird. But it happens on wedding days. So to make sure that it's not super awkward and to make sure that you can actually trust those people, then you want to make sure that you build a relationship with them. This should not just be a blatant transaction that you pay money for and then you see them on the wedding day. These are the people that are going to be in your corner. They're going to be fighting for you. They're going to be making sure that your wedding photo and video content is something that you can celebrate for years to come. So build that relationship with them. Trust is something that has to be built. And the only way that you're going to trust them on your wedding day is if you build that relationship from the get-go.